Jimmy's guest tonight, Lisamariepresley. From Sin City, Nick Style. Guess the gas. And music from the Bravery. With Cleto and the Cletos. And now for your viewing pleasure, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
If the tabloids are to be believed, then our first guest tonight has been abducted by aliens. Her father is flipping burgers in Des Moines somewhere, and she briefly married Michael Jackson. I don't know where they get this stuff either. Her new CD right here, it's called Now What? Please say hello to the princess of rock and roll, Lisamariepresley. You have crazy, excited fans.
They're not crazy.
I mean, in a good way, crazy. Well, you say they're not crazy. Are you sure they're not crazy?
Thank God for them.
Yeah, everybody's excited. Well, congratulations. This is your second CD, true?
Yes, true.
You say, I was reading the liner notes. I noticed you thanked Marilyn Manson on your CD.
Yeah,
Why? You're not planning to marry him, are you? No.
I used to have a crush on him.
You did, really?
Yeah, I did.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. And is he a friend of yours?
Yep, we're friends.
You guys been friends for a while, or?
Yeah, for about 5 years, I'd say.
Oh wow! Oh wow! And did he help you? Because I know you have Pink. Pink is on the album with you.
Right.
Did he do anything on the album?
No, but he's just been really super supportive since before my first record. So when we were friends, you know, he's always been like really supportive.
How do you meet Marilyn Manson?
Well.
Miniature golf?
Yeah, we were playing miniature golf.
Junior league hockey game?
God, how did we meet? In a weird way. We met in a weird way, actually.
How?
Well...
He was drinking your blood and you said, hey, what's going on?
I had invited him to my birthday party a long time ago because I had a crush on him when he did Mechanical Animals. And he was with some girl. And that he's not with now. But she ended up showing up. And I was like, when she showed up. And I was
really?
happy about it. And then she goes on like Howard Stern and rips me open.
She did?
On the show. So I'm like, what is your problem? You were there for, 15 minutes and now you're like tearing me
Well, you were trying to steal her boyfriend though,
right? She
right?
didn't know that.
Oh, she didn't know it.
She didn't know that.
Well, now she does though, so now she probably doesn't feel so bad.
No, he and I are like brother and sister. That's
which is
history.
which?
Well.
So she got angry at you, and is there still?
No, then I saw them at a party, and I tapped her on the shoulder, and I said, what's your deal? What was that all about? And that was very awkward. And he and I ended up kind of talking after that. And then we get Johnny Ramone, who we were both friends with. We kept running into each other, and then we ended up becoming friends.
And what about Pink? How are you friendly with her? Or?
Yeah, that was very impromptu. I was just sort of trying to come up with the chorus of a song, and she was lying next to me, and...
What?
Well, no. She was on the floor.
Where do you live, on Planet MTV or something? What's going on?
Well, yeah, and then she was humming, and she kept humming this part, and I was like, she loved the song, and I was like, please, now you have to sing on it, I can't hear it without you, and that happened.
That's kind of cool. She's really talented.
She's awesome.
Yeah, she's something.
Yeah.
And you must be excited because the album is doing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did a cover of Don Henley's song, Dirty Laundry, that people are playing a lot. Why did you do? Are you a Don Henley fan, or?
I just thought the song was really important, subject matter-wise, in terms of our state of affairs right now, what our entertainment is, and what we watch, and how sick it is.
It's not about dry cleaning?
No.
Oh.
Could be.
No, it is. It's about the tabloids, and certainly, well, you were almost born in them.
Yeah, I don't think it's so much the tabloids per se. I think it's just our state of affairs, and reality shows, TV, kick them when they're up, kick them when they're down theme. It's kind of.
You do or don't like the reality shows?
I do not.
You do not like reality shows?
I do not.
None of them? There's none of them you like?
Not one.
Really?
I think they're just a direct contribution to the incredible demise of the society.
Have you seen Show Dog Moms and Dads?
No.
You got to see that one. That's a good one. It's about people who have dogs and they dress them up to look stupid and then they put them on shows and stuff like that. That's a good one.
I'll have to look into that.
You don't like Nick and Jessica, or
I don't watch
you
that
think
stuff.
Britney Spears is doing the wrong thing by having a reality show?
I can't comment on what's right or wrong for her.
You could if you wanted.
I could, but I'm not going to.
Well, that's interesting. I'm sure people have asked you to do a reality show.
They have, yeah.
And you say, no way.
There's no way.
Yeah. Well,
No.
you are the richest person in the world, really,
That
anyway.
is not
so
true.
You're the third richest person in the world. It's Bill Gates, Oprah, and then you, right?
Folklore.
You don't need to do that sort of stuff. You have no need to do it whatsoever. And that has got to give you a lot of freedom just in your whole life, right?
I still think integrity is important regardless of what money you have or don't
But
have.
how would you know? Because you have so much money. I mean, like, for instance, if they were to fire me tomorrow...
How do I know?
I would be the host of Star Search on cable somewhere. If they gave me at least $1,000 a week, I would do it. Well, you know what? It must have been... well, I mean, I guess no upbringing is strange because it is what it is. You don't know any better when you're a kid, and it doesn't matter if your dad's Elvis or your dad's, a plumber. He's still your dad. But your house now, the house you grew up in, is a museum. I don't know if it's a museum or it's a place where people charge admission, and people go through like your old bedroom there.
No, they actually don't.
Oh, they don't.
No, not the bedroom.
Oh, they don't.
No.
So there's certain areas that are off limits. Do you ever go there? I mean, do you go to your bedroom?
I go a couple times a year. It's the house, and it's across the street, and it's the grounds, but the upstairs is closed.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, it still has got to be a little bit weird, people going through your house.
I think it happened such a long time ago that I'm very used to it now.
You're okay with it?
Yeah.
And did people treat it as a tourist attraction when you lived there?
Well, no. I mean, just outside.
Oh, just outside?
Yeah.
Because there'd be people to shoot them otherwise.
Outside the gate, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if you were playing, could people watch you, or I'm not sure. I've never been there. I don't know.
Yeah, they would be. There was some woods next door, and they would be in the trees and on the fence,
Really?
And sometimes they'd jump over the fence, and that was, scary.
That's bad.
One time, a big African American woman showed up at the back door and said, "I'm Priscilla, and I want my dinner."
And so what did you guys eat? I'm Priscilla and I want my dinner.
Yep.
Well, there's a lot of people named Priscilla. It could possibly be.
Hey, I don't know if they fed her or not, but that's what happened. That was sort of how it went regularly.
You're doing this big media tour and everything. Is it fun for you? Do you hate doing this sort of thing?
It depends on the, sometimes it goes really well, and
Well, in this show, you can wind up with free gas.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
It doesn't just. Do you pump your own gas?
No.
You don't. Well,
I'm not going to BS you. No, I don't.
Yeah, all right. I don't blame you. We got Guillermo to do it. Why should you? All right, so you stick around. We'll do a little gas guessing, and we're going to bring out our next guest also,
Okay.
Lisamariepresley. This is her new CD right there. Now what? Pick it up. There it is. We'll be right back from the new movie Sin City. Nick Stahl. Presley is here. The Bravery is on the program tonight. Our next guest has worked alongside some of the greatest names in Hollywood, names like Schwarzenegger, Willis Gibson, and of course, Swayze. He just finished the second season of HBO's Carnival, and you can see him as the yellow bastard in the big hit movie Sin City. Please say hello to Nick Stahl. How are you, Nick?
I'm doing pretty good
You all
after
right?
that luau backstage.
Was there a luau I missed?
It was a bit of a luau, kind of a. It looks like a club back there.
Yeah, we like to have fun here.
I can tell. I can see that.
A lot of places it's really like the back room at a Dairy Queen, but here we get you loaded
Yes.
and then push you out.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the movie.
Thank
It
you.
did really well, made a ton of money, and everybody loves the film. Although it seems ironic that on the weekend the Pope died, Sin City was the #1 movie.
Coincidence?
Coincidence? I think not. And you had your big premiere was down in Austin, Texas. I was actually down there right after you guys did that. That's a great place to show a film, huh?
Yeah. Well, we filmed it down there, and Rodriguez does all his movies there.
He's the director of the film,
Robert? Yeah, Robert Rodriguez, and he's you know, sort of a guy who works kind of outside the Hollywood system, and he's got it all figured out. So Hollywood kind of comes to his backyard to film, and so yeah, it was great to go down and sort of, you know, celebrate in the town that we shot it in.
Yeah, I bet it was. I bet, because you get to... In fact, I was there, and I saw the Wilson Brothers' new movie, and afterwards I jumped in a cab, and the guy driving the cab was one of the stars of the film. I swear to... No lie, I swear to God. You play 2 characters in the movie, right?
Yes.
You play Yellow Bastard.
Right.
And pre-Yellow Bastard. Regular
Pre-Yellow Bastard.
Caucasian bastard.
Yeah.
Right.
The white bastard. It's 2 roles. You know, he starts out as the son of the senator of, you know, he's a state senator who lives in, you know, Sin City. He's sort of the powerful, you know, kind of ruler of the town, and he's his son. He's like a corrupt, kind of dark kid. And then he sort of has this unfortunate accident, and
not really an accident, though, was it?
Yeah. Well, for him it was.
Well, let's take a look at, actually, we have a clip that I think depicts it nicely. Here's Nick Stahl in Sin City.
Give it up. Let the girl go.
You know who I am. You know who my father is. You can't touch me. Look at you. You can't even lift that cannon you're carrying.
Sure I can.
Yeah. And where exactly do you get shot?
Well, I mean, at various places. First, it's the ear comes off, and it looks really gross too. It's like, you know, you get shot and you see the ear like being like, you know, pulled off. It's great effect.
Like a Tyson fight, yeah.
Yeah. There was no biting involved, but you know, yeah, it looks gruesome. And then his arm, you know, his gun arm with the gun still attached. You see the arm like fly off, and then he gets shot in the, you know, the groinal region.
Right.
And so it gets, you know, from bad to worse.
Yeah, I guess so.
It escalates.
And then you turn into this, well, you have operations, and then you turn into the Yellow Bastard, which, that's you, huh?
That's me.
That's, you know, they always talk about how, like, many hours you spend in makeup, and that sounds like a deal breaker to me. It really does. Isn't that just the worst thing ever?
I mean, it was fun to, you know, like, once you're in it and you're working, it's really fun. And I always wanted to do something like that, like have prosthetics and be unrecognizable. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like an actor's thing of, like, wanting to be kind of disguised and sort of, like, you know, and be sort of, you know, just have any kind of prosthetics. I mean, you know, let's face it, prosthetics win Oscars. Unfortunately, if, I don't know.
They do?
This won't.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't know why, but there's no correlation whatsoever. But once I went through it, though, I gotta say, it was pretty miserable. I mean, you know, 6 hours of makeup, and then the worst is just sitting around in it because you can't move, and you know, you can't smile, like your face. You just want to, like, rip it off. But once you start working, it's actually, you know, really fun.
Is it hot and uncomfortable?
Yeah. It's brutal, yeah.
And it smells after a while,
It does.
right?
It smells bad, and you know, you have to talk to people. And
you got Jessica Alba on the set, and you smell.
Yeah, you got to kind of make small chat, you know. So how is it for you? How's, you know, and you smell bad, and you know, you look ridiculous. Like I look like.
This is what I go through on a daily basis. It really is. Well, it's great. It's a big hit, and I've been, you know, I got to take my kid to see it. Do you think it's too violent for an 11-year-old?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
I'm
probably gonna take him anyway. Nick Stahl is here, everybody. Sin City is the movie that's in theaters. Lisamariepresley is with us. Oh, when we come back, we're gonna guess the gas for everyone here in the studio audience. We'll be right back. fabulous. Nick Stahl is with us, and gas prices, well, I don't need to tell you. Actually, Lisa doesn't know because she's never pumped gas.
I have, no, I never said I'd never.
Oh, you have?
I just don't lately, thank you.
How many times have you? Do you know?
God, I mean, you know, most of my life.
Literally dozens of times. Nick, have you ever pumped your own gas?
No.
No? You have not?
No.
All right.
I have someone.
You have a person that does it for you? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go out to Guillermo right now. Guillermo, Social Security.